Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to our Belize qualification for the 2010 FIFA World Cup. We are in part 2 of our series or journey, if you like, and we are in the final stage of qualifying, sandwiched with some of the best teams in the Concacaf region. We have Honduras, Canada, Mexico, United States, and El Salvador to try and contest with. Belize are the smallest team in this group, but I reckon that we could probably turn a few heads and possibly get some good results. And of course, before we start, all my 2010 runs are on legendary difficulty because it is the best and most fun way to play this game. Here we are then, we are away from home against Canada for our first match of the final round of qualifying. And this will definitely test Belize in this one, so I'm really looking forward to it. Before we jump into this big video, I really want to say thank you for 2 million total views on the channel. I know that some YouTubers get that within like a week or a day or a month or whatever, but for me it's been a very long journey, and the sort of niche content that I provide, like the World Cup and Euros and stuff, it never really sort of takes off as much as normal FIFA content. Do you know what I mean? So to get 2 million is absolutely amazing in total. So yeah, thank you so much for that. You know, I'm just a small YouTuber, but 2 million for me is a lot, a hell of a lot. Here we go, Macaulay on the ball. Finesse shot just goes past the post there, and that's going to be a goal kick. Another thing I picked up on as well is the fact that a few of you have actually gone back and gotten, well, bought Xbox 360s or PS3s and actually purchased this game in 2024. It's incredible to see how a few of you have watched my content and decided, yes, I'm gonna actually buy this game myself and play the game myself. So we have an injury here to Linares, and that's really unfortunate, but Tasha is coming on and he has a little bit of form, so maybe, just maybe, he might be able to fill in the gap. Here we go, here comes Canada, and that's a great save from our goalkeeper. In this run, we're definitely going to struggle to beat the likes of the United States and Honduras and Mexico probably. Canada here, like I said, could be for the taking if we play well, but at the moment I'm just not seeing that much from Belize. Over the top. And somehow Serrano has got it and saved by the goalkeeper. It was our first chance of the game. I couldn't really get the player adjusted, but it's okay. Uh-oh, Canada with the chance. Oh, I thought that went in. That was very close. Again, Canada, lots of shots, but still no end product. Belize. Oh, just saved by the keeper again. A lot of our shots have been kind of weak. Not too powerful, but the ball movement has been really good for a half-star team, especially against the likes of Canada. And it's blocked. I think this is going to be a 0-0. Yes, it is. And we fought hard to keep it at a 0-0. But there were also some chances where we probably should have scored. So, yeah, not bad for a first match. A 0-0. Canada made it hard for us. But it's only going to get more difficult when we go up against the United States and Mexico and Honduras. El Salvador might be okay. I don't want to underestimate them. The second match of the campaign sees us away from home against Honduras. I've always said this, I love this stadium in this game. I really do. It looks empty, you know, it just looks quite empty because obviously there's not a lot of fans there for Honduras, I guess. But I just love the layout and everything. I just love the structure of the stadium. I love there's like temples in the background, and then you've got the city just behind it. I just love it. I think it's amazing. Oh no, come on. Suazo. I can't really catch him. And off the post. And smashed into the back of the net from the rebound. That was unfortunate that it hit the post and came back out. Pavona scored to make it 1-0 to Honduras. And I was thinking, how long would it be until Belize concede a goal? And 13 minutes is my answer. Oh, that was a risky challenge. Macaulay is going through. Can he equalise? He has equalised for Belize. And Macaulay, our main man up top, has now equalised for Belize. And that is 1-1. And thankfully, he didn't go down when we got challenged in the midfield area. And he carried on and just tapped it in. And that's great resilience from the striker. And that's another through ball. And Suazo is pretty much through. This is what's going to happen with teams like this. You know, we're just not going to... Oh, come on, really? My player fell on the floor and it just... The goalkeeper didn't react to it in time, and Suazo scores to make it 2-1 to Honduras. It was just unfortunate, really. I was trying to defend, got knocked to the floor, and the goalkeeper didn't come out in time, and it was rolled in. Go on. Oh, I think that's going to be a penalty. Yes, it is. Straight away, after Honduras have scored, they might concede a penalty. Macaulay on penalty duty. He's in the green. And bang into the top corner. And that is 2-2. Belize have equalised again. And Macaulay is our main man. And he scores to make it 2-2. And it was a nicely taken penalty. Top bins. Love to see that. It's half time and Belize and Honduras are having a great game. It's 2-2. How many more goals are going to happen in the second half? Belize cross it in, and that's a header, and that's straight in. That's 3-2. And as we restarted from the kickoff, pretty much 5 minutes after that, we score. Lovely, great cross by Belize there. Look at that, and it was perfect. It was in the perfect position. It's 3-2 now to Belize, and Belize are starting to believe. Belize's ball movement is really sharp at the moment. I'm loving it. Great tackle there and save, but there we go. It's 4-2 and Belize are just in dreamland right now. 4-2 in the 65th minute against Honduras. 2010 Honduras as well, might I add. You know, they're pretty good in qualifying. So, you know, no pushovers. Go on. Oh, that's a through ball to Macaulay. Can he make it 5? Pass it out. Yes! That was a dirty sweat, but I don't care. It's Barrow with the goal, and that's 5-2. This is amazing from Belize. Absolutely incredible. The pass off there before the goalkeeper was able to get it, and just nestled into the top left-hand corner. 5-2 to Belize. Their best result probably ever, I reckon. Have Belize ever beaten Honduras 5-2? I highly doubt it. That's 6. I can't believe that. I was waiting for the foul to happen, and Morales just tanked the hit and just went through anyway and rolled it underneath the keeper. And that's 6-2 to Belize. What a result this is for this tiny football team in this group, this big group. We are outnumbered massively, but somehow we got this result 6-2. That is incredible. And that is going to be it. We humiliated Honduras at home 6-2. I don't think the Honduran fans would appreciate that result at all in real life if that happened. But Belize get an amazing 3 points on the board, and combined with a draw against Canada, we have 4 points from the first 2 games, which is really promising. We have the chance to follow up on that massive win against Honduras with a game against El Salvador, or LQPR as I like to call them. So, you know, El Salvador, apart from us, are probably the weaker team in the group. Only by like maybe half a star or something like that. But like I said, don't underestimate them. We need that same level of intensity that I saw against Honduras. Come on. I've been really impressed with Belize's ball movement in this video so far. And that's another goal from a cross. And Belize have scored against El Salvador. It's 1-0. And we are taking the lead at home. And like I said, Belize's ball movement have been so good. And it was demonstrated so well by that cross and the header into the back of the net. Goalkeeper didn't even know what was going on. And that's 1-0 to Belize. Could Belize be the surprise package of this qualification run? Macaulay. They're trying to find another goal in this one. And Macaulay's going through. He's got a lot of power about him, hasn't he? Cross back in. And, oh, I was going to try and do an overhead, but it didn't actually work for some reason. Here come El Salvador. Salazar. Into the box. And, oh, save by the keeper, come on. Oh, we just disrupted the shot. And it's half time, thankfully, with the score at 1-0 to Belize. Could have easily been 2, but I messed up the second chance. And, well, Belize have been really good. I've been really impressed with how a half-star team is now becoming really good and are forced to be reckoned with in the group really early. That's the thing. If we need to get this team in form as quick as possible in order to contend with the likes of Mexico, USA and Honduras. We've already downed Honduras. Can we do it again against Mexico and the United States? Into the box and just cut out there. El Salvador locking it down, keeping it to a 1-goal lead, and now here comes Castillo. Hopefully not going in behind, right? No, taken away there. Fantastic by Belize to shut these attacks down. One thing you may not see in this video too many times, well, especially in this match, is how good Belize's defense have been, especially on this difficulty, you know. You know, legendary, even though sometimes it may look like a walk in the park, obviously because I play this game far too much, you know, a team like Belize should be conceding goals, and here we just aren't conceding goals. And what a ball, and what a finish. Honestly, this team is just absolutely mind-blowing, and Morales has scored to make it 2-0. The ball over the top was sensational, and we have doubled our lead here against El Salvador. Over the top, just amazing. And then the shot into the bottom corner. Good ball movement. Tackled. Macaulay. That's free. Wow. Like the way he just tackled that defender and slotted it in is just like the hallmarks of a world-class striker, really. Look, he's just like, yep, got it. Turn round and, yeah, straight into the back of the net. Done with such efficiency. Like I said, like a world-class striker, it's 3-0 against El Salvador. Honduras have fought their way back against the United States after that demolition that we gave them. So it's good to see that Honduras are pinning back the United States as well. Go for the strike. Oh, that nearly was 4-0. Pretty much game over. Another fantastic result for the nation of Belize, and that will give them 7 points in this campaign. And I accidentally gave it away there. That's going to be 3-1, I reckon. Yep, there we go. Okay, well, luckily we had a 3-goal cushion, so Corrales has scored to make it 3-1, and that is going to be it. Belize have just beaten El Salvador by 3-1. Can Belize now do that against Mexico and the United States? That's our 2 remaining games until the halfway point, and the United States dropped points there against Honduras, and Mexico only beat Canada by 1-0. So maybe Belize are going to be the ones to pull away in this group. As far-fetched as it sounds, I think we could do it. Our 4th match of qualifying is away from home against the United States. This is the game. We need to show that we can beat the United States. We've been scoring goals like it's going out of fashion, so maybe we can hit the United States really hard in this one with a couple of goals, and then just hopefully hold on until the end. That's my plan anyway. Over the top, and here comes Belize. Into the middle, and that's goal number 1 already in the 4th minute. And it's that man again, Macaulay. That's 5th minute goal, and it was an over-the-top ball, and I saw the sweat opportunity. All I had to do was get past Oniero, which we did, and we square it into the box and tap it in for 1-0. Is this just a flash in the pan, or will it be the start of something truly special against the United States? Clark pushing forward, and now they put it into the middle and they smash it in for 1-1. We were caught there. We were really caught there, and Altidore has equalised for the United States. 10 minutes in, we already have 2 goals. This is set to be a big match. Of course, there will be no shame in losing to the United States in this match. Absolutely no shame at all. It would just derail our campaign just slightly. Of course, we got Mexico after this match as well to try and play. So hopefully we can either get a win here against USA or Mexico. I need a giant killing in this campaign. Macaulay. He's found a way through. Is there a chance? It's poked underneath. Tim Howard has gone in. I expected him to save that, but Macaulay has scored again. 32 minutes in, it's 2-1 to Belize against the United States. And Bob Bradley cannot believe it. Oniero has been beaten here twice already. On the sweat opportunity and this opportunity as well. And it was only a little toe poke. I didn't expect it to go underneath Howard, but it did. And I guess you could say that's poor goalkeeping, but okay, it's 2-1. Donovan gets a yellow somehow. Half time, Belize are leading 2-1 away from home against the United States. Could this be it? We just need a couple more goals, maybe? I mean, I know that sounds really, really sort of setting the bar quite high, but I need this result, especially when Mexico are currently drawing 0-0 to El Salvador. It would really push those other teams down and let Belize, along with the United States, escape at the top of the table. Through ball, here comes Ching. We need to stop him. I don't know if we're going to. Or just wide. I don't know why he took it that wide, but okay. Well, that's very fortunate that he did for us. Alright, let's lay this one off and see if this will go in. Laid off here. Here comes Trap. It's rolled in! It's rolled in and Belize have scored again! It's 3-1 and this is incredible! Trap have scored and it's 3-1. I can't shout that much because it's actually night time here. I'll probably wake everybody up. But what a shot that was! Fizzing into the bottom corner there, and Tim Howard was well beaten. Belize are just amazing! How are they this good on this game? Like, you know, I expected to get to this round and just absolutely flop. I've had it before in numerous Concacaf qualifications with smaller nations, but here, they are just so good. You know who they remind me of, without spoiling it too much, is my Netherlands Antilles run. El Salvador just scored against Mexico. It's 2-1. Mexico could be on for a little bit of a shock loss. Here comes the USA. Maybe one more final chance, perhaps. It'll only be a consolation. Headed, and it's gone in. It's 3-2. Okay, well, it's Altidore with another goal, but Belize are still leading by 1 goal, and they'll have to probably shoot from the kickoff, like tackle me and shoot from the kickoff to have any kind of chance. All we need to do is be defensive. That's all we need to do. Just pass it around the back. There we go. We just got our famous victory against the United States. And it was a great game as well. Belize played really well. United States weren't that great, but they still scored the goals. And if I had any, if I didn't have the 3 goals, then they would have equalised or something like that. So, yeah, amazing performance from Belize. Our next match is going to be against Mexico. We are at home for this one, and if we can just get a win here against Mexico, then before the halfway point in this campaign, that would be the perfect start. Like, genuinely the perfect start. Apart from the draw against Canada, we have won every single game so far. And I'm hoping we can do that here against Mexico. This team must be on some insane form. There's a massive gap here. Like, just through ball, Serrano. And he rolls it in for 1-0. This team is just absolutely red hot at the moment. Red hot, 9 minutes in, and it's Serrano. And the Mexican manager just knows how dangerous this team is. They've beaten the United States, and now they're coming for Mexico. Oh, that's a through ball. Blanco, using his strength. And he rolls it in. That's 1-1. I tried to get him off the ball, but Blanco prevails. And that is 1-1. Nice little rolling shot into the bottom corner. And they've equalised. Crossed in. Mexico header it. And that's gone in off the post. And we are 2-1 down. It's Blanco again. He has scored a nice little header, and that's 2-1. Okay, well, if it was any team to lose against, it probably would be Mexico. And we are in a losing position right now. Macaulay has found his way through. Could this be a goal? It is a goal. It's 2-2. Again, another amazing game from Belize, scoring goals. And for the neutral, this must be amazing. And for Belize as well, because they've never been in this position. But for Mexico, it must be so frustrating to see their team concede against a side like Belize. But 2-2, this is a great game. Who will break the deadlock in this match? If Belize somehow get this victory, then I would think even at the halfway point we might have actually done enough to qualify. Well, at least get into that playoff spot. Usually around about 13, maybe 14 points is enough to clinch playoffs. But to get automatics, I would say probably about, you know, sort of 18 to 20 plus. Macaulay. Oh, that was a really weak shot. I was about to say, like, oh, it's a terrible shot, but then Ochoa palmed it out for a corner for some reason. Bastards. No, Villa. Carlos Villa. Oh, that was close. And Mexico should have scored that. They would have inflicted our first loss of this campaign. Once I throw this away, game over. Yeah, there we go. It's game over. And we drew 2-2 against Mexico. Again, a poor result for Mexico, but a good one for Belize, as we still remain unbeaten at the halfway point. All we need to do really now is get a couple more wins, because Concacaf is very generous with its qualification spots. So at the halfway point in this group, it's looking like this. Belize are sat on top of the group with 11 points, surprisingly unbeaten at this point as well. Absolutely superb start to this qualifying campaign. United States are second with 10 points, and then between us and El Salvador there's a 5-point gap. El Salvador are sat in the third qualifying spot, the automatics, and Mexico just behind them in the playoff spot with 5 points, as are Honduras and Canada at the bottom of the table with 4 points. It also only takes a couple of wins for Canada, Honduras and Mexico to get back in contention for those automatic spots as well. So as long as Belize keep up this great run of form, I'm sure we will be okay. So our next match is against Canada, and we are back at home for this one. So we're just past the halfway point with Belize, and we are obviously in a really strong position. We need to beat Canada here in order to extend our lead in those automatic spots. It doesn't matter if we come first, second or third, as long as we are in that bracket. So far this half hasn't had any like proper shot, apart from Canada's effort really early on. But other than that, it's been very, very boring from Belize. Maybe they've started to slow down a little bit. Hopefully not, because, you know, we need to just notch up a couple more wins to be safe. Belize slowly inching their way towards Canada's goal. Into the box here, it's cut out. Canada very, very resolute in defence. And we're probably going to go into half-time with the score at 0-0, unless Canada can do something here. No, that is going to be it. And again, yeah, a very stubborn Canada here. They've had a couple of shots, and they haven't really capitalised on those shots. So, yeah, 0-0. That was a great slide challenge to get rid of the ball there, and that's going to be a corner to Canada. They played so well. I don't know why we struggle against Canada, but then, you know, beat the likes of United States and Mexico, and that's gone in, yeah, off the bar, and then back to Canada. And McKenna has scored to make it 1-0 to Canada. I think Canada are just our bogey team in this run, I think. It's a through ball to Radzinski, and that's a great save by our goalkeeper. They could have easily been 2-0 up here. It's a good over-the-top ball, though. Is this a chance? Oh, it's rolled wide by Belize, and yeah, no, we ain't getting this one. Canada are our bogey team in this run, I believe. Nothing wrong with losing one game in the whole entire campaign, no. Nothing wrong with that. Go on. Oh, yes! Off the post and in. We might have just saved ourselves there. And in the 90th minute, Roque scored to make it 1-1. And I don't know what Canada were doing in the final minute of the game, pretty much. There was a massive gap in the box, and I was able to turn and shoot. Luckily, it came off the post and in, and we might have just saved this result. Oh no, please no. Oh, that was close. And that will be the end of the game. It's a 1-1 between these two. These two cannot be separated during qualifying. We drew against them the first time, and obviously here we draw against them again. So yeah, at least we didn't lose. So look at this. Look at the whole Belize squad right now. Serrano is operating on 98 form, and Macaulay is on 97 form. That is why we're scoring tons of goals at the moment, because the form is so high. I always speak about how important the form is on these games, you know. And it's not like I'm playing on a lower difficulty. It's still on legendary, obviously. You know, I never change it. So it's just like, that is the reason why we're scoring tons and tons of goals. Here we go then. We are against Honduras at home for this one, so hopefully we can go back to winning ways. Last time we played Honduras, it was an excellent game where we came out on top by 6-2. Serrano pushes his way past his man. He's only got basically one more defender, but he's just so fast right now. And that was unlucky, a little bit too late on the hit there. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. That might have been a free kick opportunity, but no, referee does not deem it as a free kick. Really hard to get past Honduras' defence so far and, you know, have a good chance on goal. We've only had one good chance so far. Through ball. Macaulay's going for on goal. Can he score? He has scored. That's 1-0, and Macaulay makes it 1-0 to Belize. And finally, we've made the breakthrough. After 45 minutes to play, Honduras were really stubborn, really stubborn here, but we were lucky enough to get that chance and slot it into the back left-hand corner. Honduras give it away, but they got it back for a slide tackle, and it's cut out. Belize have been defending very well. Been a tighter game than the first game we played against Honduras. We haven't been able to go through as much as we did last time. Oh, that's a great ball. Serrano, is there a chance? We're going to lay it off to you. Is it an easy goal? Oh my god, I can't believe you missed that, dude. That is a terrible miss. I mean, sweating it off to the side like that is obviously a little bit of a dirty move, but still, to miss it, I guess that's karma on me. And we won the game here 1-0 against Honduras. I reckon one more win or even a draw, and I think we could qualify for the World Cup. We've done so well in this gameplay. We're unbeaten with Belize, which is fantastic. This is how the table is looking like with 3 games to play, and it looks like United States and Belize have pulled away from the rest of the group. I am like 7 points clear of Canada, and even if I fall off in these last 3 games, I'll probably still qualify in 3rd in the worst case scenario. So here we go then. We are away from home in a very rainy night in El Salvador. Can we get the job done and automatically qualify? This result will guarantee us a top spot. Here we go. Into the box. Oh, that was kind of close. And we are kind of getting forward, but struggling to find a clear chance in these first few minutes of the game. Crossed in. That's a hell of a ball, and that's just gone wide there from El Salvador. They're putting on a lot of pressure too, really trying to get this result because they're only 2 points off the other automatic spot. You saw how close it was. Crossed in and cleared. Got it back here. Let's go for the strike. Go on. Oh, I thought for a second that might have gone in, but the keeper just denies us at the last second. Through ball, Macaulay. Is there a chance for him here? Yes, there is. It's 1-0 to Belize, and Macaulay's goal scoring form continues in Concacaf. He must be like the highest goal scorer in the whole entire world for World Cup qualifying at the moment. I want to check his goals at the end of the campaign to see how many he actually gets. It's the 90th minute, and as the minutes tick down towards the final whistle, this result will pretty much confirm qualification for Belize. absolutely deserved. Really 100% deserved. We've been so good in this campaign, and you know, I cannot wait to see who we're going to get in the World Cup groups as well, because there's number 2 there. That's it. That's definitely game over, and it's Macaulay again. That was very lucky that the goalkeeper got it, well, palmed it up in the air, and then we just headed it in. Very, very lucky. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what kind of group we're going to get, and hopefully we're not the only minnow that qualifies. And that is going to be it. Belize have pretty much secured qualification to the World Cup. I'm fairly sure we have, because the other results went our way, with the United States drawing with Honduras, Canada beating Mexico as well. So before we go into the last 2 games against Mexico and the United States, I actually wanted to direct your attention to Europe, because there are some teams that don't usually qualify that are on the fringe of qualifying, and it's the final game, so you know, anything can happen. So in Group A, Albania are top right now, 2 points ahead of Portugal and 3 points ahead of Denmark. So either Albania, Portugal or Denmark are going to qualify automatically. Hungary are a little bit out of it, unfortunately, and Sweden as well. So yeah, those 3 are gunning for that automatic spot. It's going to be a very interesting finish. Group B, Switzerland have ran away with it pretty much, but Greece, Israel and Moldova are fighting for playoffs. So again, another interesting finish in store. In Group C, we have Slovakia running away with it. And then we have Poland or the Czech Republic trying to go for playoffs. So we'll see what happens in that one. In Group D, it's Germany and Russia going into it on the final day. So will it be Germany going to the playoffs, or will it be Russia staying in that playoff spot? The rest of the teams are too far behind to do anything. In Group E, it's quite an interesting situation between Bosnia and Estonia. I'm kind of hoping Estonia clinch that playoff spot, because they don't usually get out of a group like that. Not usually, not 2010 Estonia. Group F, England are top of that one, but then we have a fight between Ukraine and Belarus for playoffs. Croatia not having a brilliant campaign, and obviously Kazakhstan and Andorra being the minnows of the group. In Group G, it's a fight between France and Serbia, and well, France have a game in hand on Serbia. So yeah, I think that Serbia will be condemned to the playoffs. In Group H is Italy in that top spot, and Montenegro look to, well, I think they've actually wrapped it up. Yeah, they have. They've wrapped up that playoff spot. So yeah, well done Montenegro for that. There's no way Cyprus or Ireland can catch them up, but it was a very close group in the end between Montenegro all the way down to Bulgaria. And in the last group, we have Holland top of that one. Usually that always happens, and Norway in the playoffs. So in Africa, it's almost over, but in Group A, Ghana have secured World Cup qualification. And in Group B, we have a fight between Cameroon and Nigeria. That's going to be a really interesting finish to that one. Even Burkina Faso could, if they get 2 wins, sneak into that top spot. There's only 2 games left to play in that group. In Group C, we have a battle between Egypt, Gambia and Senegal. But I think because Egypt and Gambia have a game in hand against each other, whoever wins that game will probably go through to the World Cup. In Group D, that situation there is huge. Congo, Mali and Benin and Gabon all fighting for that top spot. It's so even in that group pretty much. Only like 3 points separate all the teams. It's crazy. So we go back to our run, and we are against the United States here at home. So of course we are pretty much already qualified, but it would be nice to get a good win against the United States just to top it off. It would be absolutely incredible. Over the top. That's still, oh, saved by Howard, and okay, well that's gone in. That was such a weird situation, but Belize have scored, and it's 1-0 thanks to Serrano's effort. The first header, I don't know why Tim Howard didn't catch it. I don't know why he didn't catch it, but okay. He palmed it, and then obviously I headed it in. USA have got it, and that's straight in for goal number 1 for the United States. They have equalised. It's 1-1 Ching with the goal. And yeah, it was a defensive error. Passed it back, got intercepted, and then they turn, strike it in. Oh, off the post by the United States. Again, another defensive error by me. I just need to slow down, okay? Like, I've got overexcited that I qualified for the World Cup, and now we just need to settle down. Morales pushing forward, caught by Howard. Okay, well, it's been a very quiet second half, but I'll take a draw at this stage. Oh, here comes the United States. They're basically through. And the through ball to Dempsey. Is this going to be our first loss of the campaign? It might be, because they just scored in the 90th minute. The United States have taken this game. And unfortunately, Belize will suffer their first loss of this campaign. Someone had to lose, and it was sadly me on this occasion. And that's another through ball. And I think Belize are just thinking about South Africa right now. I don't think they're thinking about anything else. So, yeah, we lost for the first time in this campaign, and it was a very narrow loss against the United States. In the 90th minute, we concede, and we roll on to our next match and our final match of qualifying against Mexico. So going into the final match of our group, we have qualified, there's no doubt about that. Honduras could steal it away from Mexico. I don't think El Salvador can, but I definitely think Honduras could. So we'll have to wait and see if we can do Honduras a favour. Going back to European qualification, it has finished, and this is the group for Group A. Albania made it in the automatic spots, and Portugal go to the playoffs. So congratulations to Albania for having a fantastic campaign. In Group B, it was Switzerland, obviously, but Greece were the ones to go through over Israel. So well done to Greece in that situation. And in Group C, it was Slovakia going through automatically and Poland going through in the end over the Czech Republic. In Group D, it was Germany that secured that spot over Russia. So that would mean that Russia will go to the playoffs and Germany automatically to the World Cup. In Group E, it was Spain and Bosnia that went through. Bosnia to the playoffs, that is. Estonia missing out by 2 points. Unlucky Estonia, very good campaign, but just not enough. And in Group F, it was England going through automatically and Ukraine going through to the playoffs, pipping Belarus in the end. But Belarus had a good campaign, 18 points, that's not bad. In Group G, as we know, it was France that won that group and Serbia went to the playoffs. In Group H, it was Italy and Montenegro, but Ireland finished just a point behind them. It was a very close group, that group. I mentioned it before, but it was very, very close. And in Group I, obviously, it was Holland and Norway. The other groups have yet to be decided in Africa and some other regions of the world, but we'll come back to that after this game against Mexico. Here we go, Mexico. Oh, good save by our goalkeeper. They still have it, putting on a lot of pressure. Of course, they need to win. A draw might not be enough if Honduras win, because I think the gap is 2 points. So, yeah, it could come down to goal difference. Cross that in. And that's a goal! Macaulay has scored, and that is 1-0. He celebrates in front of the Mexican fans. A very dangerous game to play, Macaulay. And that is 1-0. Mexico are in trouble. They are in big trouble. 1-0 down at home as well. And it was a nice strike by Macaulay on the cross. Honduras have taken the lead against El Salvador. And here comes Serrano. He's through. Could this be 2? Come on. Oh, just wide. Oh, that always happens, like, in that situation. That's a through ball. Blanco. Our defence just caught napping, and he decides to blaze it over the bar. Crossed in. Mexico off the post. That's seriously unlucky for Mexico. If they equalised, they probably would have had a chance to stay in that playoff spot. Honduras have doubled their lead over El Salvador. It looks like it's over from their perspective, but Mexico have been really pressing me in this match and, of course, looking for that equaliser. Will Belize hold on? 4-0 to Honduras. It's like El Salvador has just purposely rolled over for them. Crossed in. Boot that one away, please. And that is going to be game over. Belize will win against Mexico, but I don't think Mexico are qualified. I think they have bottled the playoff spot to Honduras. And Belize are the ones to knock out Mexico, potentially. We'll go back and have a look at the group one final time, but that is incredible for Belize to win at the Azteca away from home and also potentially dump Mexico out. The final table of Concacaf can confirm that Mexico have not qualified for the World Cup after losing on the final day to Belize, and Honduras winning 4-0 against El Salvador. That is incredible final day drama from the World Cup qualifying in Concacaf. I want to direct your attention as well to African qualifying. I want to show you one group in particular as well because it is absolutely sensational. So we got Ghana qualifying. We have Nigeria qualifying over Cameroon. We have Egypt qualifying. And I'm going to skip to Group E. It's Ivory Coast qualifying quite easily. Look at Group D. Look at this. 8 points between every single nation, but the only factor to separate them was goal difference, and it was Congo who came out on top. So welcome to the World Cup, Congo. So we're going to do the draw, and then I'll show how the playoffs went after the draw. So hopefully we'll get a decent group. So let's just get rid of all the bigger teams first and the host. So there we go. There's all the big teams in there. Okay, let's see then. Switzerland in Group A with South Africa. In Group B, it will be Bosnia and Herzegovina. And in Group C, it will be Serbia. In a group of France again, just like qualifying. And in Group D, it's Albania alongside Spain. And in Group E, it will be England alongside Argentina. So all these groups, I would say that Group A is probably shaping up to be an easier group at the moment. Russia in with Italy in Group F, Slovakia in with Germany, and Portugal will be in with Holland in Group H. Okay, so what pot are we in? We are in pot 3, and USA have got the easy group in Group A. Okay, well, that's annoying. And Canada in Group B alongside Brazil and Bosnia. All right, so Japan will go into Group C. And where will we place? Belize in with Spain and Albania. That's not too bad at the moment. Spain on the biggest side there. Albania are manageable. Iran going Group E with England and Argentina. New Zealand in with Italy and Russia. We have Uzbekistan in with Germany and Slovakia in Group G. And South Korea in Group H. And then the final pot. Let's see who will go where. In Group A, it's Venezuela. In Group B, it will be Chile. In Group C, it will be Paraguay. Come on, give me Congo, please. Give me Congo. Come on. Oh, Ghana. Okay, well, that's not horrendous. I'll take it. Not bad at all. Nigeria in Group E and Congo in Group F. In Group G, it will be Egypt, and Ivory Coast will go into Group H in Holland, South Korea and Portugal's group. So that's your World Cup draw. Before we wrap this video up, I like to have a look at the playoffs and see if there's any sort of noteworthy results. So of course, Serbia beat Ukraine in the Group A playoff 2-0. In Group B, it was Russia beating Greece 5-1 over the 2 legs. In Group C, it was Portugal absolutely blowing away Poland across the 2 legs 6-0. And in Group D, again, Bosnia held Montenegro down to a 4-0 defeat. In the Asia playoff, we have Australia beating Jordan 3-1 over the 2 legs. In the Asia-Oceania playoff, it was Australia losing against New Zealand on penalties. The reason why I know that is because we saw New Zealand get drawn into the World Cup groups. So obviously it was 1-1, so I guess, well, obviously it went to penalties and New Zealand won that game. It never tells you who wins on penalties, but you can clearly guess by who got drawn. And in the final playoff, in the Concacaf South America playoff, Chile squeezed by Honduras 1-0. So anyway guys, that has been your second part of your Belize qualification run. Tune in next time to see how Belize perform at this World Cup, their first ever World Cup. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always. Thank you as always for watching these videos and keeping this game alive alongside with me. And I'll see you again for the next video.